Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman. We're living in an absolutely crazy space for guitar gear right now. And I have to admit that when I first got this amplifier, I kind of thought, yeah, here we go. It's another little digital practice amp. It's going to be like everything else that's... I've reviewed a lot of little practice amps in my time. I mean, I have no idea how many I've done, but it's been a lot of little practice amplifiers. And I'll be damned, this really takes the cake. I am paid to make this video. I am endorsed by NUX, but I retain the right to say exactly what I think and feel about product. And it's absolutely replaced my Katana amplifier. So first of all, a lot of people, when they demonstrate or talk about, you know, the Mighty 60 Mark II, they'll probably say it's a practice amplifier, it's a home use amplifier. It's an amp. I mean, yeah, you can stick it on 1/2 watt or 5 watts and you can do beautiful home bedroom stuff. You probably know I live in a block of flats. I've got 2 kids. I've been playing this for hours at home. It comes with a really good app. Check this out. I've got some modulation. I'm going to turn it off just to give you a better understanding. Man, I hope this comes across right. I'm using a ribbon mic to try and capture every nuance. It sounds amazing. Let me strip it of its delay as well. So it's just reverb. It responds so much like a valve amp that it's just astonishing. Anyway, let me go back into this. I like the reverb, but the delay is nice. Maybe I don't want this U vibe, I just want a classic CE2. I want to slow down the rate. Bit more depth. Let's go to the amp. I want to crunch it just a bit. Let's push the output, but back off the volume. Just a little bit of purr. Let's make it a little bit louder. Honestly, man, it's just so good. As you can see, the way it's laid out, it's blocks, just like, you know, familiar with Helix or Chord Cortex. And what you can do is you can move them. Everything is completely movable and it changes a lot of how this works. So I could take the modulation and put it in front of the amp. And that's driving the input of the amplifier. Anyway, talking of drive, let's go to preset number 2. This is an AC 30. As you can see, I've gunned the gain. I've gone for kind of a light, crunchy Alice in Chains type vibe. I'm going to take off the reverb. Oh man, honestly, this sounds so good. Let's crank it just a bit. Is that going to push my thing? Oh God. This is an Überschall, if you're familiar with an Überschall. I've used a real Überschall, and this sounds like it. How is that possible? I don't even know, man. Here's a guitar I prepared earlier for such an event. You ready for this? That, it's one of the best sounds I've used in a digital product in absolutely years, and there's a reason for this. It's super high spec. Let's just tweak this a little bit. Let's add a distortion pedal. Oh, let's do a bit of that, but let's do the trick of brightening and pushing that input slightly, and what I'll do is maybe I'll back off the amp. Yeah, that's nice. So you can hear it went into the input of the amp and slightly darkened it. So we don't want that one. Maybe we'll want this one. Sounds great. Last one. I had to do the classic 800 type vibe. Let's just turn the gate off. And I'll pop the gate back on. You can see, you can just move everything around just like a Helix, just like a Quad Cortex, just like a Fractal. And here's the bit that I think is gonna surprise you. Technology has come along so far now. When I was a kid buying a practice amp, it would, I mean, quite frankly, the majority were just shit. This is a 60 watt modeling combo. It's TSAC. White box, which means it's the whole circuit inside is completely replicated. So rather than the opposite would be black box technology, where you sample the input, sample the output, and say that's what an amplifier sounds. This is white box modeling. This is like a Fractal. This is like a Helix. Every component in the amplifiers that are being modeled is being analyzed, and the relationships between them, resulting in 32-bit and 48 kilohertz in a 200 or 300 euro, whatever it is, combo. That's insane. It's comparable to things like the Quad Cortex, the Helix, the Fractal. It's that kind of technology. Just to put things into perspective, most pro audio gear is 24-bit. Fractal's 24-bit. This is 32-bit. What's going on? It's insanely powerful. 43 effects, 20-something amplifiers, 8 blocks, as you can probably see here, that you can move around. It's everything. And the app, when you go into the app, it's got a looper, it's got drums, it's got jam tracks. If you go into the settings, well, there's a tuner, it's chromatic, it's really good. It's just like the one I use here. Bang for buck. This is a joke, guys. This is insane. You can foot switch it up and change your presets. It has loads of scenes. It's got an effects loop in case you want to add other effects. I don't think I'd ever need to. You can use it as a recording interface and plug it through USB straight into your laptop. It literally is a complete solution. I'll tell you what, just for fun, let's build our own preset. So we're going to choose an amplifier. Oh, bass mate. Oh, that's legit. It sounds really good. By the way, the level is obviously the preamp. So the output is how much volume you're going to hear. Let's give it Tube Screamer. Oh yeah. Ah, tremolo. That's better. So, well, look, there you go. And if I crank that so that the output of the amp, actually, I don't know if I've shown you this, but you can go ahead patch level and choose how loud or quiet your patch is. I think the thing that really blew me away the most is when you compare things like the latency to a fractal FM9, it's pretty much identical. I think, you know, that just goes to show how far technology has come in the past 10 years alone, that you can get the Mighty 60 MK2 from NUX, a modeling combo that has some of the equivalent specs to something like a fractal, is mind-blowing. I'm not saying it's as good as the fractal. It's comparable in many of the specification, and it's absolutely delivering tone in spades. It's replaced my Katana. This is my home practice amp. I've already written a bunch of riffs on it and sent them off to the guys. I urge you to go and try one. I think it will completely change your mind about what we can do now with affordable gear. And by the way, you don't need to use the app. It saves everything to the amplifier. So when I switch the phone and the app off, well, it's all contained in the amp. You can just change the channels by pressing the top button to get you whatever you want. And if you change the knobs on top of the amp, it replicates in the app. For example, if I back this mid off, you'll see on the app the mid is changing. And then of course you can just save it by pressing save top right, saves it to the device. So everything is recalled in the amplifier. You don't need to use an app. And then you can just foot switch up and away you go with your 100 million presets and scenes. We live in an amazing time, my friends, amazing time. This is the NUX Mighty 60 Mark II. Go and check it out. I've been Chappers, Chappers out.